right. We're live, 30 seconds.
And we are 4Sisters Live. And we are live today. I love it. I love it. A lot going on in our world. And hey, what can we say? We're here. Thank you, God. We're here. We got some good things happening. Got great guests here. We excited about our sisters in here. I can't wait till you all come up to the introduce who we have today. They are just boss ladies in their own right. They shake it and make it and work it and living, doing their thing. They are definitely making things happen. What y'all say about that? Absolutely. They're the greatest entrepreneurs in the DMV. They are back to the bottom. They always running. They can be, I don't even have to run. They make you tired. They make you tired. Watching them run, do what they do, but I'm absolutely because they really are doing their thing. Like I said, they're moving and taking some things in the DMV, definitely. But first, we want to let you all know that you can watch 4Sisters Live on Facebook Live on our 4Sisters Live page on Facebook and also 4Sisters Live on YouTube. So tune in and you can watch it anytime. Keep there, wake up, and do it. But anyway, ladies, what's going on in your world, girl? I guess something on you, whatever. It sounds like we're in the world with you. That's so funny. Every job I work, corporate or whatever, I always say that. I'm like, you're going to sit? Yeah, everyone. Like I can call my boss right now. Hold on, boss, they did a whole event. And they put my face up there with a lot of water. Like, what is that? Oh, that's gonna be my title. I'm like, well, y'all sent me there, so. But yeah, I've been in Tennessee, I've been in Georgia, I've been in South Carolina, North Carolina. And one thing I did was I went to the podcast. Really? Yes, all the time. Absolutely. It was so good. Kevin and Faye was there. A lot of our leaders, I know those guys are the a lot of our multi-millionaire entrepreneurs, black entrepreneurs. Man, Georgia almost said, he said, put my house in here because we have 2 houses there. It was so what we call the up and coming movement. But they inspired me to be together as a woman, American woman, and I did it on the podcast summit was popular then. We were telling you what's new in podcasts, what's old in podcasts, what we're using. My personal AI coach, Alicia, she was there. The AI coach there. Oh my God, Eric Thomas is there. I was in the house. I was sitting there. Ava's here. Ava's here. Everybody was there, but I think it's very important for us to get out and become better at our craft. So if you're in podcasts, if you're in media, podcast is it. Like it is, like what YouTube used to be, now podcast is it. So although we're doing this live, you can do it in your home. Like whatever your expertise is, know, when you hear Always Sisters, you know that it's 4SistersLIVE about to come on. And we were consistent for years, if not longer. Y'all really can't stay together that long. Getting along. Yeah, that's what we said. Women can't get along, but that's not true. We can debunk that. We can debunk that. Yeah, it's all about personality controlling your narrative about what others think about us. But that's not true. And if you were here with one of our guests, you build a whole, organization, like White Girl Society does that. So you can be very sure that right? Women, first can't get along, but they're moving towards the same goal. And that's what they were teaching us through the summit and these other places. And then, of course, we have the ABA conference over in Tennessee, so that's American Bar Association. We are talking about AI. It would be, regulated. So that's the things that I'm seeing on top of it. I reset my life. She just, again, that's me coming up on tomorrow, so that's just the things I'm doing. I'm doing online so well. I drive, I fly, and I drive. What's going on in your world? Now you can show in. No, Charlie gets quiet. She never saw with Charlie. Never saw with Charlie. But it's all good. What's going on in your world, girl? Oh my gosh, what's this stuff? Open this in. The dolphin. The young lady who performed who sound better. I can say that, better. But better than me. Oh, no, you're right, yeah. I would not undo this woman, okay? This one here, wait till I bring you off. You face to face with this one here? You touch my heart. What's her name? I need to look her up. It's a secret. Okay. Not my first song, but yeah. This one here, this is the here. And she looked like that. No, wait a minute. Everybody used her for something. Wow, that sounds good. Okay. Oh, so we gotta get it now before everybody else gets over. So that was. I've been keeping cool. Oh, man. Brown bear too. That's a black owned company. Also, and the own fish. Yeah, some dolphin and them supporting them. They've been having students here from housing university raising money. They have a trio from New Ellington is going to custody. And so they're raising money for that. So it's like a family area, they have different schools in H Street, Northeast DC. Wyoming, part of that. I'm doing a lot of course projects, this stuff, all this stuff. And you all know what's going on. I was very nice what I'm doing in my world. I want to know to us to pray about putting them in. I want us to pray for that family. I haven't heard no. Well, 18-year-old young man went out on the 4th of July celebrating with his college student from Mississippi. They all got on a boat. He was on the black one. Got on the AP football star at the school, right? He decided to go with his classmates and he thought his friends. They went out boating to the island with nothing but water and sand, nothing out there, just desert, right? They opened a lot of boating, a lot of people out there. They started arguing, eventually they started arguing about people in the presence of it. Long story short, he went with them, never made it back. They had his phone to the dude's mother. They found his body. And it's been all gone viral. It's gone viral. It's gone viral. And my heart goes out because I have a son and when you have a son, and it's serious when you sit out here, you can trust people right now. We're in the time where you can't trust. You can't trust. Our children, we have to parents, we can who they can go with and how you feel about them and everything. You know, but see, I just feel like it reduce young kids of the other persuasion. Their parents are loyal and doctors and judges. So they already been loyal on everything. They're all, they just wipe it all out. All the students have wiped everything out. So it's becoming like doctors. So I wanted to learn what form in my work instead of just and pray. Yes, it is. And we have to pray for all our young kids. There's a lot of other things going on there. Those naturals, storming our city. Okay, talk about that. Like I was thinking, 400 of them marching. Yeah, you said we are being attacked. And to see the picture of the young black woman who's sitting on that throne amongst all that was just a metaphor like, wow, here we are. So I think it's just like we have to come together to get together, pray, and ask God to surround us as much as we can. Be careful. I tell my son, even other, I think this year we're listening as much as you can because now things are going on so fast you just don't know. So yeah, and I know the young man, God bless his soul, bless his soul, and I feel for his mom. Yeah, really, really going through that. That is because it's stimulated and come together with people, but again, you got to retrain your children. My son is 19. Yes, all my God, not only a college and PWI, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, so we went to look at North Carolina Andy Pride. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I don't care who knows. Yes, he did. So I was in North Carolina for that reason. Because I started hearing all this stuff. Yes. You guys want me to one time. My only son, he's time down. So we have to be diligent and we have to start educating our boys and our children that this is good enough. Stop thinking that the other races are better than you because with them, if they have something to offer, because we have something to offer them. And that has to continue to share that information to them. Like, but if you get accepted and you get full right fine, then be careful. We're at UNC Chapel, they have a Black Student Union, right? We created these Black associations. And they were okay with it. Now, no, she's good. Now they're not okay with us creating these things on these campuses because they're afraid of, right? But we got to get back to being okay. And I think that some of our other students are okay. So that's good things so that our African Americans get safe again. And teaching them, educating them. That's why we're here. I'm very appreciative of what we do with our platform talking about education. Mentioning entrepreneurship, health and wellness, even make it about history, getting stuff going on. Period. And we're here as our sisters to talk about that and share with others out there. So we're grateful to have the platform and speaking of education because we have students that are being affected by what's happening. They out for the summer, pray that y'all go back. That's the thing. Come out and then go back. And you families, they not. So speaking of education, I think we have to our first education that we speak on our education. We're happy to have her. You want to do the honors? Well, let's do the honors and we're gonna be moving right along. So we have no other than Dr. Green. He's the CEO of Educational and Leadership Strategist, speaker consultant to everything, but there is a season in May. It's a learning academy and consulting company. So you're gonna hear more about what she has to say about everything. Well, I'm going to switch over here. Sit right here with your hands up. Earlier than Spanish. So, you're on Fox. All right, welcome. darling. You're not a stranger, that's for certain. But I still want to welcome you. It's the first time being in this presence, right? How have you been? I've been great. All is well. I say that I am in the transitional season. And so lately, because I love to write, I have been blogging. And my blog is titled Journey Through the Seasons with You. Because for everything there is a season, but in due season, the gift that you take now. And so through my blogging, I've been sharing insight and wisdom and experiences because as we continue doing the things that we do, we all have different experiences. And people want real talk. They want real talk. They really want to know what's going on. And so my latest one that I wrote was healing help. That sometimes when we're going through a season, that we got to heal and help at the same time because what you're going through is going to bring somebody else out. And so that was my most recent one. And then the last one I wrote, which I really love, was Deny, Delete, Do Not Disturb. It's okay. Deny, delete, and do not disturb. Exactly. And then the very first one was called Close Work Again. And actually, the Close Work Again shares is where I started my entrepreneurship journey and education. Yeah, so you can just go to the blog and you can read them. I try to post it every day or every other day. And so good. But let's get right to it because we have a investigation going on. First question, you have the first question. I got the first question. So, education is exactly your opinion. What's the single biggest yeah, so when we think of education, I want it to be a bigger picture than just the student. It's everybody in the system, right? So that's the students, that's the teachers, that's the parents, the community, the politics, everyone that works together, right? And so when we think about the change of education, the dismantling of the Department of Education and lack of funding resources, what most often I see is that we try to solve complex problems with an isolated solution. And so really what that called is, when you have a complex problem, that's called an adaptive change. When you have an isolated solution, that means you have a technical fix for it. Right now where we are, we can't find that adaptive solution that we need. And we're trying to address an adaptive problem with a technical fix. That means we're trying to do it with programs, we're trying to do it with an initiative, we're trying to do it with all these things. But if it didn't work before, why change it? Why do it now? And I always say, just like when we had COVID, that the vehicle may change, but the driver never did. So that means who are the people that's in front of the student? Who's the people in front of the teachers, the leaders, the parents? What are we investing in them to grow their capacity? And most often what we do is we do the opposite. We try to do the fix rather than fix the people that's doing it. Because when we invest in the people, then your systems will thrive. And so that's the problem, and those are some of the solutions that we need to spend more time investing in the people that are in front of all of us. Absolutely. I got one for you. Leadership is a living skill type. How can schools, organizations, and communities develop the next generation of leaders? Absolutely. So that goes into the mentorship because educators teach knowledge, mentors develop. And so that steps into now that I'm no longer transferring information, but I'm transforming people. Yeah. And when you start with transforming people, you actually see potential in them that they don't even see. Exactly. And so once you begin to see that potential, you begin to develop it. And so what that happens in education is most often we get our children in our classroom. We look at the report, and I'm just talking to the children, and we look at their reports from the previous grade level, and we really don't get to sit down and know our learning. Mm-hmm. And when you're in an organization like school systems and things of that nature, one thing I tell people when I go to do the work that I do, most often I work with superintendents, district leaders, I work with people at central office. Because I learned that if I can change the mindset of the people at the top, it will trickle down. And so when I teach them when I go out, is you need to understand who is your learner. The superintendent's learner is not the student. The principal's learner is not the student. Even though you make impact, you need to know who your learner is. So the superintendent is your cabinet. The cabinet, those are the people under you. The team principals, that's your instructional leader. Instructional leader teaches the students. They're getting all wrong because they're trying to go here and get to here. But if you teach your learners and you develop them, then your learners will become leaders. And you have to identify that in order to let your system do that. We got another one. I can take another one. I love what I do. You see the fire? It's the passion. It's the passion. She's on fire. Always. Maybe something you want to know that we don't know. Yeah, and you know, the work that I do mostly yeah, but mostly because my background, I was actually share my background. I've been an educator since 2000. I started off as a classroom teacher, and I was only in the classroom for 4 years. I wasn't for long. Became a behavior specialist, an accelerated achievement specialist, an assistant principal, and 2 years as a principal. Wow. And then from that, in 2011, I actually led the work of starting what is called a new program called 4SistersLIVE. So I built the school from ground up, 37,000 square feet. It was a prototype for the state of Maryland. People came out, Common Core standards that just came out. You know, and all of this work was I was doing manual Chinese in my first grade, you know, STEM. Anything new, they was like, take it to sheep because she was gonna take that vision and run with it, right? And so when I realized that I had built the school, it wasn't that I was building the school, I was building it. And so now, and I only stayed there for 2 years after the school, then I went to the leadership role where I supervised principals, and then I came into, and I was a principal myself, of course, and came into that and today. And so now I have, you know, full-time educational consultant, but I just don't do it with schools, I do it with organizations. Because even in school systems, what I realized, it's really, the work I do is 90% non-sexual. That if I can help you to change the way you think, and rather have you think over the deficit and think of the asset and appreciative history and ask questions, because most of the time they're like, you don't even like give us an answer. I said, I never do. I just ask questions and you come up with your own answer. And then I say, see ya, and leave, because you have to do the work, you know? And so when we think about education and mentorship, we never want anybody to be dependent on us. We want them to be independent. And so even in the work that I do in education, involving with organizations, I like to say now that I've been an ecosystem. Yeah, I take your vision and I make it bigger than that, so that you can see that we are the best. We are great. We can do this. But not only get there, but this is the key, what most people can't do. Help you to sustain. And so that's where I have my own signature framework called Now What. So when we do the Now What, is notice the gap, own the truth, work the vision, heal the system, activate all the voices, and then teach forward. And so and that's a serious point. And so now with the work that I do, I lead you to continuous improvement and now help you to sustain it. And I have you know, evidence of schools that are not in the social standard of the state. I've shifted them into standing in them because of the work that I've done. It is no honor at all. If you institution continue with the school and trying to consistently, what do you see the impact of how you can have schools come back and try and going forward? So I will go back to this before I talk about the resources they use. Because that's just the resources, that's the curriculum, that's just the things that they use to facilitate the work. But the real key is not that, it's around the language of it. So I'll use this example. Right? We got rid of equity. Well, what is equity? It's called access and opportunity. So instead of using equity, now how do we ensure that all students have access and opportunity and have a path to mastery with what they need to get to? And so that takes us back to what's called the standards that I spoke of before. So the state of Maryland, you have the Maryland standards, which prepares students for college and career readiness. go look at the resources, and now we identify what are the resources that we need to make it to those standards, and how we're going to get there. And so most people get stuck in, like you said, the curriculum, they get stuck in the things that were in the building. And that's where I go back to say that the guys are never changing. So if you are driving this work, how are you going to drive it? What are you going to use now? How are you going to talk to different languages? That's just doing the same thing. And so most recently, I just worked with a New Jersey facility superintendent and did a best practice toolkit actually for U.S. Department of Education for their magnet school. And when we literally did that, we had to go and take out every word that said equity. We had to take out every word that had to do with special ed. We had to take out every word that had to do with EIL. And I was like, no problem. Because guess what? Learning should be for all. And so how are we going to now give them access and opportunity for all? So I think we just get stuck and we mindset. Shift mindset. And I think that's a big word. We have to shift our mindset. And if we are in this practice and we're practitioners and I always say educators, we're just like doctors. I would not want to send my child somewhere you don't know what to prescribe for them. And so we are professionals, we are practitioners, so we need to know firsthand what to prescribe. But most of us don't because we go back to how we invest in the people so that they know what to do next. And so even with the changes, I look at it and I say thank you because it gives us now more opportunity to really expand because right now you're limited yourself to what you think, but you really don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just language. Change shift the language. That's it. We have left with you. We have one more question. Remember, would you like to ask? You mentioned, well, you mentioned. What makes a mentor truly transformational? And why is mentorship so crucial? Yes, I think I'm going to agree to it when I said that a mentor does not allow dependence, but it does not dependence. And so a mentor can actually see the potential in you and get it out. And most often when I speak in a mentoring, I do a skill with my mentees where I really identify their strengths. And when I look at their strengths, I also let them know that your strengths also could be what I call the basement, not the weaknesses. Because I'll take myself for example. One of my top strengths is vision. I think everybody knows that. That's my top. I can take a vision and we can execute it with some strategy to get it done. And sometimes when I do that in the basement, it looks like, oh, she thinks she knows everything. She doesn't believe in anything else. We just think you're her way. And sometimes as mentees, people see you in that color. And so when I think about mentoring, I look at how do I develop that strength, but then how do I develop it so people's perspective of you will not look a certain way. And so we build on that because simply what it is that every day you have to gain knowledge. And it's almost like building a muscle. Every day you have to gain skills. Every day you have to gain capacity. You have to build it. And so when it comes to mentoring, it's building what's already in there. You're already there. And then also the good questions that you're not giving it to them, you're not even reflecting for. Because reflection is only good as what you learn from the experience. It's not that I reflect the experience, but what did I learn from it that I can teach somebody the principle and this cycle knows how to be repeated. And then the last part I always say is that if you think about a mentor, I always think I wish that I had you. That's what I think of when I think of a mentor. I wish that you could have done what I needed during that time. So I would have to go through it. Exactly. Yeah. And I just said this yesterday, you gotta understand the difference between helping them. That you're helping, but you don't want to make them helpless. So that one plant, another water. God always gives the increase. So that's not just, I'm going to say, but I really learning that whole language of that. Because they've taken so much out of the schools now. Yeah. Because there's so much help that we fruitful for their growing for them to get into what it means to be an adult. Yeah. And so when I, do all the different walkthroughs that I've done in the classroom, I'm seeing that, and it was often where it starts with the educator that starts standing in front, and speaking to them as though, they're leaders and, saying words to them to develop them. But there's often, and you know this, we get stuck in the curriculum. We have to be on this day, a certain time, and we got to get this done. And so they don't have the, I guess we say, the time to actually do the work that they need to do to really share and show that they're mentors. But that really is something that, can be spaced out, which I like to say, because social emotional learning is a big piece now in education. So that should be something that's included in that. It's a lot of work. I'm not an educator, it's a lot of work. Yeah. But what you have your after school program, and you also have the continue to integrate. But so of course my crowd is a part of other organizations working in the manufacturing everything. We know that happen. Right. But I think what you're asking when you have people in school, you want the people to be that mentor, but like how they whatever you have and how you communicate that confidence and then that struggle that you have in the professional. I'm going to be together in this PTA so you can see why you integrate your time with your student and the teacher is going to be instrumental in the success of your child. And then you think about the life that how the connection. And so how you build that in the school so that they can have that in their home. And when I was a principal, I always said, schools should be places that you don't do. Yeah, exactly. It's all how the principal and how they structure what you're giving them, and they would be willing to learn and come and get excited from that. So that's a learning tool in itself, right? Well, thank you, yeah, you go, girl. She's a minister and she's all the same. Keep things moving. Did you all enjoy that? Yeah. I think it's very important, ladies, that we talk about these things because I'm going to have some young people here at some point. Yeah. They need to hear that, see what we're doing, understanding how important it is, and interns. You can come in, that'd be good. We love to have them to come in because the more they are around exposed to things that they need to know, the better that they will learn when they begin to go out. It's like broaden their horizons, and they need to do that, at all costs. What is that internship? And that's what we have is this network, and we'll see more of that inside of our program. Oh, yeah. Bringing that in, that's mentor more young people. Because things are not parents. Everybody's like me, right? And everybody's like you as a parent, but how do we talk as parents? So not only do we mentor the parent, the child will be mentoring the parent, but how to encourage it. Yeah. I'm excited about that. I love children. I just love them. Yeah. Invest in them is more than you can put money to. Right. Absolutely. And that's how that goes. You put in your time of investment in order to just have to give them money to get them understand how valuable time is. Yeah. How valuable people are. And how much they need to know about what that means. When they get out there in the real world, it's a whole other thing. And they'll learn how to become entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs! Say what that is. Let's talk about this next girl, Peggy. We love her. I love her. You love this one. We love her. I want to do it right. And then we take it from there. Because this is how we set. We're blending two segments together. You all know we have 1 week. It would be one segment in education and domestic violence. But now we're blending two. If you feel it goes together, it's like a marriage. Education, entrepreneurship, domestic violence, and health. So we're kind of doing a little differently for those who know. You like them there? But yeah, it is. You like that? Yeah, that's set up. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, I want to introduce this next person who's a sister, friend, who's such an awesome woman. Siobhan Morton is an on-air host and producer for Sirius XM Radio. As an entrepreneur, Siobhan is the CEO of Morton Media, a public relations and media coaching firm that helps businesses amplify their brand by placing them on TV and radio. Siobhan's commitment to the empowerment of women entrepreneurs prompted her to establish the Black Door Society, an organization devoted to creating high network and high net worth opportunities. For many years, Sharon was a regular commentator on ABC 7 News, Channel 8, where she offered her views on local, national, and international news. Siobhan is the recipient of the Top 100 Women of Maryland Award by the Daily Record newspaper. Top 50 women to known in Prince George's County and Washington, D.C., as well as the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award from former President Joe Biden. She is also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority and Women Elevating Women and several other national organizations. On and on and on and on and on and on and on. Come on up here. Thank you. That was wonderful. That was my theater. That was my theater. Thank you. Thank you. The green is also for fun. She said, "No, for this time." Tell us what's going on in your world. Since you up here, you might as well tell us what's going on. A little bit of everything. Like you all, I stay busy. Right. But I have great news. I've been on Sirius XM Radio for almost 10 years. I'll be celebrating 10 years anniversary. I have close to 1 million listeners, but we have got syndicated. I hope to have a few million listeners. You've been on the show. I take you right in my living room. My living room. Yes. I turned my living room into a studio. Yeah. Right? Very bright. Like action. Cameras. So we hope to be syndicated by this fall. So we'll be on many stations, not just Sirius XM, but a number of stations around the country and around the world. So I hope to have you ladies back on. Yes. And we are on hiatus for the summer. Both Sirius XM, but if you're playing on the summer, radio does the same. And Black Door Society is on hiatus. Oh, well, that is, I'm so proud. Yes. We need to break. Yes. We believe in rest. Right, Mom? So, Black Door Society, I started it 5 years ago. We celebrated our 5th anniversary in April. We're really grateful for that. And I started it because I've been really sick. I started COVID in 2020. Wow. This was before the vaccines, when all the millions of people were dying. And I had relatives and friends that passed, and I almost passed. But God spared me. We had some other plans for me. I'm so grateful for that. And out of that was one Black Door Society. Because I said, hey, I'm a guy, I'm speaking with you. All of the networks, all the flow, all the phone numbers with me, I wouldn't have been able to help other women succeed. So I started Black Door Society, and it grew. I can't thank God enough and thank the ladies in Black Door Society. So that's how we started. Well, let's move right along because I know you have some questions here. I want to ask the first question. What has been the most important lesson that you learned about entrepreneurship, and what advice would you give to someone who's just starting out? The most important lesson I've learned is that it's hard. And it's expensive. Yeah. It costs a lot of money. And I think a lot of Oh, you make a whole lot of mistakes.
That's what you make money off of.
That's right, because they become opportunities. Yeah. I've also learned, like I found a best, was to have mentors, people who can show you where the landmines are, to get around those landmines, not to avoid as many mistakes as possible. And I've also learned to build networks. Like Sisters for Sisters. Networks, those folks in those networks, people who know and trust you and who know and trust you will take you far. And so I would say those are some of the most important things that I've learned as a business owner.
I'm asking questions, so you know that many operators, they have setbacks.
Yes.
Lots of
setbacks.
They have doubt, or have opportunities, or want to do this. Can you share a challenge that you face in the entrepreneurship? How you overcame it? And let's say it's hard to get
Well, I still have doubt and setbacks. Right?
Thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
I'm glad they can do that.
Yes. Yeah, it is. And this world doesn't make it easier for Black women, right? To be an entrepreneur, to grow your wealth and legacy, and a lot of people don't do that. Right? So you sometimes wake up a lot with doubt and wonder if you should continue to go, if you should keep going. And I've had many setbacks, really too many to list. But I had to close one of my businesses because it was really bleeding me apart in terms of the cost of marketing, the cost of running a business, keeping a business going. And I had the courage to shut it down before I ended up living under a bridge, basically, right? Because it was really, really tough and expensive to keep it going. Thankfully, it was not a brick and mortar business, it was online. I recommend that a lot for it's easier. Yeah, and I just pressed the button and it was over. I cried and I kept it moving, right? Yeah.
But that's hard. There's entrepreneurs out there and feel like I can't let this go. I know I'm in the middle of something like that. Sharon. She had a clothing store. And I personally know I had to do something today, girl, and I was like, I told the man, I'm like, listen, my niece set me up on, mixed audience, but we can have a mixed audience. Right. Not change. I'm not going to tell them that.
Right.
So how can we break this rule? That's right now. And so that is something I truly, and I still don't want to do it, but it makes sense. So what you said, that is so brave of you to blame yourself.
Yeah, it was difficult because I believe it was a lot of experience. Starting a company, starting a business is like having a baby. You have to nurture it, raise it, it's all day, it's 24/7. Yeah, the trial and error of being a parent and letting go. It's hard to let your children go. It's hard to go to college and do that. So it was hard to let same person. I got a good one for you. I got a good one.
Anyone in our audience, do you have a question?
Yeah.
Well, my question is, if you were to have your choice of a new business, what would the business you start? Ooh, that's a
Probably a business of restaurant. We had one, right? This is a spa, massages. I think I would have a business where the women would just come and literally climb in a bed and rest and relax. Yes. And because I find that many of us women do so much and run everything. People look to us to guide, to lead, to feed, to grow. We're exhausted, and especially women, right? And I don't know if you know, but a lot of us, because we're so busy, because everybody depends on us, many of us suffer from autoimmune diseases because we're Rest and sleep. So yes, there's a book out that talks about that. I have an autoimmune disease as well, and I let my doctors know. Yeah. So yeah, my business would be probably a beautiful spa like this with just beds for people to sleep. I would have she does. Yeah, it's beautiful back there. Yes. Yeah. I would pass out the little pass, the eye mask. Yeah. That is good. Yeah. So maybe y'all can.
I did. They don't think I did. But you said something so important. I just heard this. Well, you two do that. But they said that by the time a black man is 30, he's already 8% because of the stress that we put on our body. And by the time you're like 15, my mom got 20. That daddy's working 2 jobs and mommy's working another job. It's like you become that child to take on the stresses, and that's how we get diseases like diabetes. You like 30, high blood pressure.
Yeah. And I'm 61, so you know it has been a journey. Yes, for all of us. Yeah. To just stay afloat and think about water. And we never look like we think yeah, we don't try that.
You're all beautiful.
Thank you, God. And all of that.
You've been knowing this young lady some time. I love the relationship that we have, especially amongst you two that watch that. But you girl. Yeah, because we just met maybe 3 years ago. Yes, but it's funny how you can meet somebody immediately, you know, this is a connection. Right. You know, we're going to be good for yes. And that's how it was with you. Yes. And every time we see them, we see people like this. When there's what brings you joy? I'm not going to experiment with others in the audience. Yeah, when it's quiet, I take advantage of quiet. Okay. I don't try to fill that time with something else to do. I used to be like that, but I have learned to take advantage of those quiet moments. Yeah, to rest and calm myself. Decompress. Sleep is it's wonderful. I have been honored to be nominated as youth here's a 50 women. And then I think the reason why I say that is because I was honored to be able to select 10 women and especially to be part of the student magazine. And so you are one of my yes. I got this text message and call that says, look, we give you the option to pay it. Wow. So I said, I got someone in mind. Oh my God. Listen, let me tell you all, I owe everything to all know my mom. Yeah, she's in the audience. I'm blessed. I'm how to favorite. Right here, and you all know that Black Society honored. Yeah. One of our honorees. I have some Black Society members in the audience. So yes, it's called Pay It Forward. Yeah. And taking care of them. Yeah. Right. Mentioning your name and your life. Yeah. So thank you so much. That's such a honor. As an entrepreneur, you do things best. It's a difference to being an entrepreneur as you think, but how are you doing it? What are you doing? How do you carry yourself? How do you present yourself? And as a woman, we have to be a certain way because they expect so much from us already. So when you do it with excellence, and class, it's who you are. So we see you because you're a reflection. Thank you. You are beautiful. So absolutely. I'm not dancing in the city because I see it. And you want to help people. I do. And if we're not helping each other, why are we here? Why are we here? Yeah, God support. Yeah. And support us more by doing what we best back to the very Did we not have a ball? Oh my God. So that's how at 60 and 70 children, we're like, wait a minute. We had such a ball. So those moments like that. It was the governor's favorite rapper. He was there. The first lady was there too. Oh yeah, that was the first. Oh, when I get home. No, it was one that was local. He was from New York. Yeah, he was good. Yeah, they're all in the same. It's Monty. Yeah. Yeah, it was still. Oh right. Yeah, that's right. And she does beautiful events, Black Door Society, how she can make them together on purpose for business contracts, right? We're working together. We've got 300,000 Black women who have been fired. Even if they will let go and say, you got a choice. Fired. We have people like the Black Door Society, and we're going to work together. So we could be part of those 300,000 Black women, or at least provide them a resource that will keep them back on their feet and build their confidence. Can you imagine? Is it G14? You've been working that long? These women who have lost their jobs, have they taken this skill? They tried, but I've been watching and some of them go on tour. Yeah, it's really hard to start a company in this country. And a lot of times we depend on contracts to bring the money in contact DEI. They've got to get all that. That's explaining why. That's right. Yeah. That's right. It's a internal violation. Well, with the few minutes we have, I would like to ask if you have any advice for women out there, young girls, young that are looking to encourage you. Old girls. All of us. Some of them want to be education, they want to be doctor, they want to be nurse, they want to and whatever that may be, and they're watching. Good, yeah. So I would recommend to young girls because we have a member in our organization, who brings young women to all of our events, right, so they can see strong women doing things. Really. But I would recommend to young women to start early, to start networking early, build those relationships early, stay in touch with people. I tell my daughters all the time, stay in touch with people, help them, right? Don't be there just taking big. People will remember you and they're going to help you as well. I also tell young women to join organizations that can bring them into the fold and help them, whatever best industry they're gonna go into, nursing, teaching. The only organization that's filled with nurses, is filled with leaders, that they can tap into those people, tap into those networks, establish relationships that can help them. They don't have to start at the bottom, they can start in the middle. That's all I see that. We have time for at least one quick question. We want to have one quick question that we like to ask.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Hi, I'm sorry, please stand. Hi, my name is Kayla. I'm from Georgia. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Out of your entire career, you've done a lot. You're here at this point back in the Who was your favorite, or what was your favorite in?
Oh, that is really good. No, you're right. So, my second class, I have to say it was Bill Bellamy. Yes, I went to college with Bill. We were great friends. I went to college with a lot of people. Yes. Seniors, but Bill, I was in a crunch, right? And my guest was canceled the day of the interview. And I called him, I was like, Bill, you gotta stand in for you come in to this interview. You don't have to come into the studio, we can do it, virtually. Thank goodness, because he was in LA, right? And he came in, he did the interview, it was one of my highest rated shows. He's hilarious. Yeah, and then he came to DC and left DC tickets and free tickets. Oh, wow. That was really good. That was a good show. Yes. That's right. Yes. Feel that love him. He's down to earth. Yes. Very down to earth. Yeah. And he was very funny, and he was really good. I could see him out there doing more things. Right. But I remember he left. We went to Rutgers and he said, I'm going straight to LA. And he went and within like 2 or 3 months, yeah, he was really determined to make it. And he was very funny about that. We will be back here again. Thank you all for coming. We just enjoyed you all being here with us. Our next show will be July 22nd. That will be our domestic violence and health and wellness segment. And we already have our guests. You already know who our guests will be. Actually, it'll be Dr. Benita.
I'm a historian. I've been with people. The grandson, and I went to many because I love my women. I'm actually a lifetime women. I have in my collection 1926 documented biographies of all the women professions, all the sororities together, all the independent together. And I'm going to share with you, I have an autograph that in 1947, at that time, the labor was research, Dr. Benny 2,000 black women. Yeah. So I only say that because what is missing is that legacy of knowledge, and now we have the new technology coming. It's changing everything. Here's another interesting thing that I was sitting with, because I am on the board of Sisters Network. So that's big on NASCAR and the women, I'm just letting you know. But also this year when I do my install game, they always talk about 3 women in the religion. I'm talking about 16. 5 of them are only. So going back again to the historical and that time to where we are now, and I've found about 50 young people. Actually, women, because you're. I'm just saying, the history is that y'all listen to answer questions. But all the balance of us exists in there. So that's just listening up. understand, but I just want to commend you all because I didn't understand a lot of things. But it's so important to see this now because I said this before when I go and speak. When they eliminate you, I let you. You're not. Amen.
Well, thank you for our ways.
I said, I love my sister.
Well, thank you all once again. We have our departing. Like always, we say, what time is it? It's time for you to walk in your